What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Alex's Sports Talk Show, where I am still in the realm of the NFL, and I will be breaking down the undefeated teams, who is the most surprising on this list, who is a real contender out of the 8, who will stay undefeated, and kind of looking at, how and why these teams are undefeated. So we have 8 undefeated teams right now. And heading into week 4 of the NFL season, we have the New England Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs, Green Bay Packers, Buffalo Bills, San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Detroit Lions, and the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys are in fact 3-0. So I'm just going to start off this part of the video by listing my 3 most surprising undefeated teams right now. This list for me consists of the Buffalo Bills, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Detroit Lions. Now, the Detroit Lions are not 3-0. They are 2-0-1. So they have 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Tie does not count as a loss. It doesn't hurt you, but let me tell you, it doesn't help you. Those are my 3 surprising teams. Like, how are the Buffalo Bills? How are the Niners? And how are the Lions, undefeated? Well, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you why they are undefeated. Not just those 3 teams, the other teams included. So, reasons why these teams are undefeated. Their schedule, the chemistry that they have, personnel, the real contenders on this list, and then we're going to be talking about which of these teams will not be undefeated heading into the week 5. So, number 1, the schedule. These 4 teams, the Patriots, the Niners, the Bills, and the Cowboys, are undefeated because of their schedule. So, the Patriots have played Pittsburgh Steelers week 1. They won 33-3 in Foxborough. We know that Big Ben does not play well in Foxborough against Brady and Belichick, and he lost his number 1 receiver in Antonio Brown and the running back in Le'Veon Bell. So Pittsburgh is not even close to where they should be. Okay, number 2 for the Patriots, Miami. Yes, Miami. Miami is the worst team in football. They might win 1 game this year. I play fantasy football whenever I try and find the right people to play. My first initial reaction is, okay, who's playing Miami? Because that's who I need to play, because Miami is trash. Number 3, they played the Jets last week with their 3rd-string quarterback. And then next week they have the Buffalo Bills. So those 3 teams right there are duty. That's why the Patriots are 3-0. Now, the Niners are 3-0. This is their schedule they've played so far. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, new head coach, new defensive coordinator, so got some new things to adjust down there. Cincinnati Bengals, they try and keep it close, but honestly, they're not very good. Pittsburgh, again, and no Big Ben this time. He is out for the rest of the year with the elbow injury. And then their next matchup is against Cleveland, which could be interesting. I could see this game going in favor of the Browns, who have some work they need to do and kind of figure out their identity. Or you have the Niners, who are playing really, really well offensively and even defensively. They're playing okay. They need to work on their turnovers, especially last game. But Niners are 3-0, could potentially be 4-0 again. Actually, they have a bye this week, so they'll be playing Cleveland week 5. So they will stay undefeated for the week 4. Okay, continuing on with the easy part of the schedule and why teams are undefeated, I'm going to talk about the Buffalo Bills. Yes, Bills Mafia. First 3 games they played, New York Jets. Again, AFC East is probably the worst division except for the Patriots. The Patriots own that division, and they will continue owning that division as long as Tom Brady and Belichick are on the Patriots. New York Giants don't have a defense. Cincinnati, again, and then the Bills this week, they play the Patriots. So this will be a really good matchup. 2 undefeated teams. Division rivalry. It'll be really great to see this game now. I think it'll be a very defensive game. I'm not saying it's going to be the must-watch game of the week, but it's going to be an interesting game to see, who's going to stay undefeated, and, can the Bills and can Josh Allen challenge for the division title at all. Next, talking about the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys are undefeated once again, 3-0. Here's their schedule, though, who they played and who they play this week. Giants, 1-2. Washington, 0-3. Miami, 0-3. Booty teams. But I can't knock them down. They look really, really good, especially with their new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. Jason Garrett is the one to watch for the Cowboys to see if he is going to hold them back. Next week, the Cowboys play New Orleans in New Orleans. It's going to be a crazy game. I definitely think that the Saints are going to give the Cowboys a run for their money. Okay, so that was talking about one of the reasons, the schedule. Now we're going to talk about chemistry as to why these teams are undefeated. So talking about the Patriots, Cowboys, and Rams. So Patriots, they have the chemistry. It's been the same core for the past 3 or 4 years, continuously making deep runs into the postseason, if not winning the Super Bowl. So they have built the rapport, and they know each other's playing tendency, so they're going to know how to operate and perform well, and they have a great coach in Bill Belichick. Okay, the Cowboys. They've had this team for several years now. People are starting to go into their prime in the beginning, and kind of, they've been playing for a while, so they kind of, like the Patriots, they kind of know each other's playing tendencies. And they've built this team. Like, the Cowboys have really put the time and energy and resources into this team for being the number one value franchise in the U.S. and maybe even the world. But they've been building it and building it and building it for several years, and now the time is finally come for the Cowboys to make a true run. People are experienced. Dak has won playoff games, lost playoff games. He's made it deep. He's played home and away in the postseason. He's actually tearing it up right now in the league. He's probably top 3 MVP voting right now. Okay, the Rams. Similar thing, like the Cowboys. They've been kind of building this team for the past 3 or 4 years. They've been building, developing, and trading for this team. Jared Goff drafted into the organization. Todd Gurley drafted into the organization. Robert Woods drafted in the organization. Cooper Kupp drafted in the organization. Aaron Donald and Samson Ebukam drafted in the organization. Trades. They've made Dante Fowler, Brandon Cooks, some offensive linemen, and then just off-season signings, Clay Matthews, Eric Weddle. So they've been kind of building and trading and kind of developing, not like the Cowboys have, but they've been putting in the work. So chemistry, those 3 teams fall under the chemistry. Now Lions, I could kind of put under chemistry. Matt Stafford's been there ever since he got drafted, probably for 8 years now. Marvin Jones came over from Cincinnati a couple years ago. He's getting more used to the offense. Kenny Galladay is been drafted there, and he's been kind of building up. Kerryon Johnson, too, drafted there. He's doing really good for them. Now, the person to keep your eye on in the game, Darius Slay Jr. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about top 5 cornerbacks. He's going to be in there, but last week he had an injury on his hamstring, so it's kind of, he's going to play, but it's going to be bothering him a little bit. So look for now this is the game to watch. Chiefs versus Lions. Both undefeated. Offense quarterbacks is going to be crazy. This will be the game to watch in the morning. So Lions fall under the chemistry. Now let's talk about the personnel. Yes, the personnel. So who's on the team? How are they performing? That kind of stuff. So I've got 5 of the 8 teams on here. I've got the Patriots, the Rams, the Cowboys, the Packers, and the Chiefs with the question mark. I will get back to that. So, the personnel for the Patriots, Tom Brady, the GOAT. The defense is one of the best the Patriots I've ever seen. They have good depth all around. The only thing about the Patriots I'm concerned about is their offensive linemen, but they can hide that with their defense. They brought Jamie Collins back, who was there for several years and got traded to Cleveland. Cleveland did not pick up or re-sign him after a couple of years, so he's back on the Patriots. That secondary is scary. Both McCourty twins and Stephon Gilmore, who is for sure the number 1 cornerback in the league right now. I'll talk more about that next video. But Patriots, the personnel across the board and their depth is very well. Sure, they might have lost Antonio Brown, and Julian Edelman is injured, but they have a 3-back committee: Rex Burkhead, Sony Michel, James White. They also have Josh Gordon. Talking about the Rams now for the personnel. They have playmakers across the board. Cooper Kupp, my man out of Eastern. Samson Ebukam out of Eastern, playmaker. Against the Chiefs game, he had 2 fumble recoveries, both returned for a touchdown and a pick 6. Actually, he had 2 fumble recoveries, 1 for a touchdown. He had a pick 6. Alex, why are you just naming Eastern players? I'm not. I just got to show them some love. They got Corey Littleton, the main linebacker, monster on the field. Clay Matthews, Aaron Donald, Aqib Talib, Jared Goff even, Robert Woods, Brandon. They just have playmakers across the board, personnel looking good. Another concern for them is their offensive line as well, and playing on the road for Jared Goff. Jared Goff playing at home, 22 touchdowns, 3 picks, playing on the road, not including this past week. He threw 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So if you want to beat the Rams, make them come to you. Talk about the Cowboys. Now, yes, the Cowboys, their top guys are playing excellent. Dallas has a great defense. Their offense doesn't like it's going to be slowing down anytime soon. Dak Prescott is playing at an MVP level. Ezekiel Elliott got paid and is making it shown why he's getting paid. Amari Cooper, a full year about under his belt in the organization, getting more accustomed to that. Linebackers are playing well. Defensive line is getting the quarterback. So their top guys are playing excellent personnel for the Cowboys. Now, the Chiefs with the question mark. Why do they have a question mark? Like, what do you mean, Alex? They got great personnel. Patrick Mahomes, LaShawn McCoy, Sammy Watkins, Tyrann Mathieu, this, and that. Chiefs are good, but they're really good because of Patrick Mahomes. One of the best quarterbacks I have ever seen. By the end of his career, I expect him to have beaten out Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning. Well, it's not hard to beat Eli Manning, well, let me tell you. But I definitely think that the Chiefs personnel, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, you can never count Patrick Mahomes out. Yes, last year, Patriots beat him in the AFC game. That's because Pat Mahomes didn't get a chance. But I don't control the rules. They do control the rules to a certain degree. But he didn't get the opportunity to go and show the world, hey, look at me. I'm just as good as these guys. The real contenders out of the 8. I'll list these 8 teams again. Buffalo Bills, San Francisco 49ers, New England Patriots, Green Bay Packers, Kansas City Chiefs, LA Rams, Dallas Cowboys, and Detroit Lions. So, which out of these 8 are real contenders? Because I remember a couple years ago, the Cardinals went 4-0 and there was so much hype, and then they lost every game. They went 4-12 after starting the season 4-0. So it's too early about for some of these teams to be called contenders, but I'm going to list you some of my contenders. Once again, number 1, Patriots, New England Patriots, Super Bowl defending champs with a really a better defense than last year, and Jamie Collins is back on D. Patriots are always a real contender, especially in their division, which is weak. Number 2, the Rams, the NFC champions. They got more veteran presence on defense, and like I said, they got playmakers, chemistry, contenders, Rams. 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl pick for me. They lost the AFC Championship game last year. They had no Pat Mahomes in overtime to show what he can do. The only thing I'm concerned with the Chiefs is their cornerbacks. Their cornerbacks and their secondary. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to get Jalen Ramsey, but if they got Jalen Ramsey, it's hard to choose, Pats or Chiefs. But right now, Chiefs, you got to get better in the secondary, though. Packers now, Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has a defense. For all you Packers fans, yes, you've been waiting years for this. Last time Green Bay had a real defense was when he won the Super Bowl against the Steelers. So now that he has a defense, it's going to be interesting. However, if they want to keep succeeding, Aaron Rodgers has to play better. Their first 2 drives, they'll score 50%. the rest of the game on their drives, they have like an 18% chance to score. So the first two drives, really good. They need to continue that. Next, I have the Cowboys. Dustin, I'm talking a lot about the Cowboys for you, bro. I see you out here. Their running and passing game on point. Killing it. Dak Prescott, pay him the money. Pay him the money. He deserves it. Ezekiel Elliott, been paid. Now he's showing you why he got paid. And they have a legit defense. And like I mentioned earlier, the only reason that they would lose anything this year besides a Super Bowl is Jason Garrett. He did not get signed an extension. He always seems to hold them back somehow, some way. Right now they're clicking on all cylinders, so I can't even talk about Jason Garrett. I can just talk about what he's done in the past, and it's hurt his team. But now I definitely don't think, right now, if they play the way they're playing, I don't see a problem with them. Okay, last and not least, who gets removed from this list? Or this is a segment I like to say, who catches the L? Well, let me tell you who catches the L this week. Buffalo Bills. They're playing the Patriots week 4 in Buffalo. The last time Tom Brady lost in Buffalo was 2011. Tom Brady's overall record against the Bills is 30-3. Yes, 30 wins, 3 losses. Last time he lost in Buffalo was 8 years ago. So sorry, Buffalo Bills fans. You might have a great, young, promising talent in Josh Allen. You might have a tremendous defense with a top cornerback in Tre'Davious White. But it's Tom Brady to go with the great defense and Bill Belichick, man. I ain't going to stop it. Nah. Too good. Sorry, Bills take the L. Tom Brady's career against the Bills, total QBR of 99.3. His touchdown to interception ratio is 69-24 with a 64% completion. And he's turning 42, 43. Yep, sorry, Bills. Catch the L. And now the Lions. Yes, playing at home in Ford Field in Detroit against the Tyreek Hill-less Kansas City Chiefs. But, mentioned earlier, Darius Slay injured, not going to be what he usually is, so that's going to be a problem. I think that with this game, Patrick Mahomes is going to lead a fourth quarter game-winning drive with 3 to 4 minutes left and win the game. The only reason I say this is that the Chiefs have more weapons than the Lions. This has been Alex's Sports Talk Show talking about undefeated teams, who can stay undefeated, why they're undefeated, and who will continue to be undefeated. Thanks for tuning in. Please comment, like, or subscribe. Have a good day. I'm out of here. Deuces.